Hey friends, hope you all are doing well. First of all, don't think that I'm deceived that a lot of people listen to these videos, sometimes probably none. But at any rate, I'm probably making them as much or more for myself as I am for you, and I don't mean that selfishly, but it's what's happening before us. I mean, let's just say the last month is actually very transparent. Who's behind it, what their objectives are, where this is going. That's all very transparent. If you have your eyes even half opened and your ears half open. As an aside here, I think it was, I hate to quote him because he was a Mason and a Rosicrucian, but Ben Franklin said that before marriage, keep your eyes wide open. After marriage, keep them half closed. Well, I think most people are in the half closed part of their lives, regardless of whether they're married or not. But if you have your eyes half open, your ears half open, you can see that the people that are in charge of planning, running, executing, furthering the virus worldwide lockdown, incredible, are all the same players that people like me who follow biblical prophecy and current events have been talking about for a long time. I mean, you have Trump, who fooled the vast majority of evangelical Christians. I was not one of those. I am a born-again Christian. But I'll never forget when he was supposedly elected. I believe they're selected, but whatever the case may be, after he was selected/elected, most of the evangelical, big names, leaders, big ministries were literally, in some cases, dancing in the streets. And the common line that I heard them say is that, oh, Trump has bought us some time. We can still have a free country, and religion isn't going to be squashed, and da-da-da-da-da. And I said in so many words, in so many different venues, that no, actually Trump is number one a Mason, like all our presidents usually are. And so Mason's God is Baal. In the Bible, Baal is another name for Satan. So anybody that's a 33rd degree Mason, and Trump is a 33rd degree Mason, their God is Satan. And that's not hyperbole, it's not, exaggeration, it's not obfuscation, it's not taking liberty with language to make things fit my scenario, et cetera, et cetera. It is just the plain facts and truth. And so their modus operandi is ordo ab chaos, which is a Latin phrase which means order out of chaos. But they are the ones that create the chaos through false flag events, psychological operations, when usually those two go together. And then the people react. It's called problem, reaction, solution. People react, and then, whoa, lo and behold, there's the solution. So, for example, let's look at this virus situation. Well, almost immediately after the lockdown began, you have Bill Gates talking, I see him everywhere, basically saying that, well, where this is all going is planetary global vaccination and biometric tracking device that goes along with the vaccination. So we know that is their solution, which is an imposed order on this chaos that supposedly this brutal pandemic virus has caused, okay? This would be considered to be a very mild flu season, even including the inflated virus numbers, let's call it the C virus numbers that they've been coming up with, and they are very inflated, but even at that, using their ginned up numbers, it's still a mild season. And so in other words, this whole thing is transparent. Who's doing it, who planned it, and where it's going. So their solution, the Masonic solution, is basically, and Gates and Kissinger, there's an article in the New York Times, the Washington Post, and every 3 or 4 years, Kissinger comes out of the woodwork, says we now have to start thinking about installing, finally, once and for all, the New World Order. And what's interesting to me is that all these people have been talking about I don't care if it's Clinton, Obama, Bush 1, Bush 2, Biden, Trump. There are so many video clips of them using the exact words New World Order, meaning this is what we're about, this is where we're going, this is our objective, that's where we need to take America. Well, read between the lines, or don't even read between the lines, just read the lines or listen to the lines. They are telling you they want to build a New World Order. The New World Order basically is a fancy way of saying a one world economy, one world religion, and a one world monetary system, okay, which will be a digital currency, which will be managed with a mark in the hand, in the forehead, which Revelation 13 talks about how the Antichrist and the false prophet will control the worldwide population and economy through a mark in the hand or forehead, without which no one can buy or sell. Written 2,000 years ago, and it's already, it's in our face right now. And so that's why I believe the rapture of true Christians could be any day now. And I hope it is. I know Paul said, I'd rather be with the Lord, but he said, for your sakes, it's better that I'm here. And I guess I would say the same thing. There are a lot of people that I know and that I don't know that need to hear the gospel, which is the truth. It's how do you get saved? How do you get reconciled to the Father? People need to hear that. And a lot of those people are going to church every Sunday when they're going to Bible studies. And so we're at such a dark time of history, and yet the people that should be shining their light the brightest, Christians, their lamp in many cases has been snuffed out a long time ago. And I've talked about this for 34 years when I got saved, is how the Christian church has completely started teaching and preaching doctrines of demons and devils. And that's another video altogether. But anyway, I want to keep these a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to say that if you don't see what this C-virus event is all about and the players involved, if it's not transparent to you, listen to people, like me, but I'm just basically using scripture and current events. And of course, there are people I follow on YouTube that do an excellent job of doing the research, which I'm not a researcher. Listen to the people that know the game. If you were in any endeavor in life, say you were going to invest money, are you going to invest money with somebody that never doesn't have a track record of making sound, wise investments, and just go with anybody that says they think they can do a really good job? Or are you going to listen to people? I've been at this for 34 years, and that's not a boast, it's just a fact. I've been at this warning about that we're coming upon the period of the rapture, the tribulation, the New World Order. It's in our face now. Anybody can see that I'm not making this up. But if you went back even on Facebook, which for me has really been a journal or a diary of record of my thoughts and feelings about the days within which we live, I just was nearly constantly, at least once a week, if not more than that, in many cases daily, warning about the very things that we're seeing before us right now. So what I'm saying is that there are people, I'm not the only one, there are many people, true born-again Christians that love Jesus Christ, they love truth, he is the truth incarnate, and they are watchmen, we're watchmen, Jesus said, watch, for you do not know what hour the Son of Man will come back, right? And we're watchmen, and we've been watching for a long time. So pick the guy that's been investing in a long time and has a good track record. Pick the people that have been saying consistently, watch out for this, and that to happen as we move closer to the last of the last days, but as we move closer to the rapture and then the ensuing 7-year tribulation period. And then after that, ending in Armageddon. And then after that, after Jesus separates the sheep from the goats, there'll be a millennial reign with Jesus Christ. 1,000-year reign with Jesus Christ on the throne in Jerusalem. What a wonderful world that will be. But before that, you have the Antichrist and false prophet. I personally believe they're Obama and Pope Francis, respectively. Again, another video. And Obama now has inserted himself into this political race. You're hearing his name a lot more. It's incredible. But anyway, maybe think about listening to people that know the terrain. Like I mentioned to a friend the other day, this is my bailiwick. This would be the equivalent of like a stock or financial advisor. He deals with finances and companies, businesses, investments. That's what he deals with pretty much every day. Okay, and I've been pretty much dealing with this stuff about every day for 34 years, and that's not an exaggeration. So open your eyes, whether you're going to get married or not. Open your eyes, open your ears. We don't want to hear that accusation of Jesus against the blind people of his day when he said, well did Isaiah speak of you. He said, seeing you see not, hearing you hear not. I'm Stevie from South Dakota. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you later. Bye.